If you're going to Army basic training soon, stay on this video for 5 easy tips to graduate Army basic training. This is going to be another series that I'm adding to this channel, and it's going to be called Military Thursdays. Why not Military Mondays? Because on Thursdays, I'm in my uniform. So, some key things that... Okay, so 5 tips to graduate basic training. Army basic training. As you guys can tell, like, U.S. Army. Okay, so the first tip I have is when you are a trainee, yes, I said it, you're a trainee, you're not a soldier yet, you haven't earned that title, you only have 2 responses that you can give a drill sergeant. 2, only 2 responses. Yes, drill sergeant, and no, drill sergeant. So what are you going to say? You're probably thinking, what are you going to say whenever the drill sergeant says, what time are you supposed to be up? Okay, obviously give that response that he already, give the answer that he already told you to, if that makes sense. So if the drill sergeant was like, hey, wake up at 0400, and he asked, what time are y'all waking up? 0400, drill sergeant. Make sure you add the drill sergeant to it. So the second tip I would have to say is, look at my notes. Like I said, I'm new to this. When you're getting smoked by a drill sergeant or multiple drill sergeants, make sure you were trying your hardest. Okay, so I know some of y'all don't exactly know what smoking sessions are. Smoking session can consist of pretty much any workout. Could consist of cherry pickers, just doing this with your arms out, push-ups, which is the front-leaning rest position, the V-up, flutter kicks, many other things. Pretty much to just smoke you to where you're just dead tired, to where you can't go anymore. Muscle failure. So I know sometimes drill sergeants would be like, all right, they'd be smoking us with push-ups like 1, 2, 3, 1. Or they'd be like 1, 2, 3. They do that kind of stuff. And eventually you could not do no more push-ups. And they'd be like, all right, Private can see it. Private Jody. Private Jody cannot do no more push-ups. He cannot perform the exercise properly. That's okay. I got more. The squat bender. Stuff like that. But if they see you're trying, they're not going to get into your face and call you a piece of trash. In other words, I don't want to say on this YouTube channel. But I noticed at basic training, there were some guys who were just on their knees during push-ups, and they were getting yelled at big time. And you know what? I definitely am 100% behind this, because you signed up to protect your country, and you have your knees over here during training, the training that you need. You can't do a few push-ups, at least stay in the position, or at least alter to a rest position, because there are 2 rest positions, and the 2 rest positions authorized for the push-up in the Army. But, you know, whatever. All right, so tip number 3. Double time everywhere. Double time. Double time in the Army just means running. You're not walking. Even if it means like a jog, a slight jog, even though double time is running typically. But all right, we're not going to get into little details about that. So like, let's say whenever I would go to the mailbox, which I had to have a battle buddy, you have to have a battle buddy during training, I would double time to the mailbox. If you got caught walking, just know that your platoon and your name, y'all were getting smoked afterwards. All right, tip number 4, make sure you're riding somebody during basic training. Write at least to 15 people. And when you send that first letter out, write the same letter 15 times. Like, hey, I got the basic training, and explain what happened. Because you know what? Most of those people, I'm sorry, are probably not going to write you back unless it's your birthday or you just are the stuff and you're just that cool. I had like 5 people write me back. My best friend, I did not receive a letter until like 6 days before I graduated basic training. Obviously, my parents, they were there for me and they wrote me back. So make sure you write like 15 people. Oh, and last, make sure that you have their addresses when you get the basic training, okay? 5th tip to graduating Army basic training in 2018. Well, graduated 2016, but I'm sure these all apply. Listen to your drill sergeants. Listen to anyone that has well, this is definitely a PFC rank. Listen to anyone that has stripes. So we're talking about like from NCO and up, so E5 and up. Listen during training. They understand what they're doing. They know what they're doing. All of my drill sergeants, they had been deployed already. And I went to Fort Benning in Georgia, home of the infantry, but really difficult. Listen to your drill sergeants. If they tell you to do something, do it. There's a reason. Like, here's a quick example and story. Whenever we were walking into the DFAC, which stands for the, Forgot these acronyms. So many acronyms in the Army. All right, until I remember. Someone just comment down below what it stands for. I forgot. All right, so when you're walking to the DFAC, which is where you eat during basic training, or if you're on post or, whenever you enter, there is two different lines. So whenever you entered, you would literally hit a right face. So you would pivot and then turn and go straight to the right, and you'd be on the wall and turn again. And the next one, all right, how do I say this better? Whenever you enter the DFAC, you're going to pivot right and pivot left. So if there's someone in front of me, they're gonna hit right, I'm gonna hit left. This is to teach you on how to clear rooms. Think about it, because when you're clearing a room, y'all are both hitting different corners. One goes here, next one goes here, next one goes there, altering corners. So everything they're making you do, there's a reason for it. Unless they just have you picking grass, which is what we had to do because people were sleeping on Sunday. Which I guess has a point and a reason because, discipline. Couldn't keep our battles up because you never know when you're going to get sleep while you're deployed or wherever you are, or if you're just pulling security, or if you just have staff duty, so you just don't know. So with that is going to be the end for this. That is going to be the end for this first video of Military Thursdays. If you got any questions, anything about the military, or just anything, let me know how this video went. So please check out the rest of my videos, subscribe, like, comment. If you don't even want to subscribe, just watch some of these videos. And thank you for watching. One thing I forgot, like I said, remember to write multiple people. So remember I said write 15 people? I had 5 people write me back during basic training. And I wrote at least to 15 people. Just wow. So should I make a video on reading my letters that I got during basic training? Because I kept my letters, obviously, it's just a memory. Should I make a video about that? Comment down below.
Hola. Hola, no.